they call us because we're known for our service and our support. We come in, we help them out, we figure out the problem. We can either get the machine that they currently have to a better place, or if it's completely the wrong machine, we'll help them get it traded in and get the right solution for them. So it's kind of a win-win for everybody. Unfortunately, some people have to do it the wrong way the first time, but our customers, once they started with us, they don't leave, and it's one of our greatest assets, I believe.
Hello, welcome back to MTDCNC. I am at Hales Machine Tool today, and I'm with my buddy Doug. Now, we're here today to talk a little bit about the history, why they are so selective in their machine process, how they support the industry so effectively for 40 years now plus, and going on for another 40 or 80 years, and the service and support and everything that goes along with it. I'm excited to share this story. I'm excited for you to share this story, Doug. So let's first start with a little bit of the history before we get into the machines and the service side of things.
Sure. So Hales is a 40-year-old family-owned company. We're now starting our third generation of leadership here, and we pride ourselves on our service and the history and the dedication to our customers and how we solve their problems and help them solve their problems. We're not just a sales group, we're a solution provider for our customers, and that builds the relationships that we've had for decades. So we have 10 major brands that we help support our customers with. Everything down from what we consider the tool room machines, all the way up through Starrag, Heckert, and Boomatech. Enshu we use primarily for our horizontal lines, which is a very well-built, high-speed Japanese machine. Hyundai Wia is one of our flagship lines. Spinner is a flagship line for us. Everything from 5-axis to turning, multi-turret, multi-spindle. YCM is probably one of our biggest workhorses that we just love to deal with. Our customers absolutely love them. They have tried to crash them and failed numerous times. Hanwha for a Swiss line. We have an automation line called Takamaz, which is a very special line. We've gotten a lot of success lately, especially because it's built-in automation. And then we have our multi-spindle line, which is Morisei or Taimak, to help facilitate all that. Plus then we have some fabrication lines from American-built Kawiki plasma cutters and Kosen bandsaws, and then a handful of other ancillary lines that help support all of that.
40 years of history, third generation, family owned, here in Minnesota. I know because you want to make sure that your partners, because your customers, you want to be taken care of. You mentioned we are here for the support and the service. We're here to make sure that they can succeed. Do you know how many machine shops I've been into where a machine was just dropped on the floor and then forgotten? People have walked out, it's not set up, it's running 50% of the time because the idea or the concept that was originally presented doesn't even work 3 months down the road. To have a partnership like this, how important is it to you to make sure your customers are supported?
Honestly, that's how we get a lot of customers. It really is. Because they get into a situation like that and they need the support and help and they can't get it from whoever sold it to them. They call us because we're known for our service and our support. We come in, we help them out, we figure out the problem. We can either get the machine that they currently have to a better place, or if it's completely the wrong machine, we'll help them get it traded in and get the right solution for them. So it's kind of a win-win for everybody. Unfortunately, some people have to do it the wrong way the first time. But our customers, once they started with us, they don't leave, and it's one of our greatest assets, I believe.
So Doug, I have to expand on this a little bit, right? Because I know a story that I think is powerful for the audience to hear as well. Now, you've been in this industry for a while. You've worked for some great companies, sometimes competing with Hales, sometimes not. But there's a story that I think is very powerful and significant where you walked into a machine shop, you presented a really high quality machine, walked out of the machine shop going, well, we're not gonna get that. Well, why is that? Because that's a Hales machine company right there. Yep. Would you mind elaborating a little bit more on that story?
So yeah, like you said, I was with a competing company. We walked in, they had one of the machines I was presenting and they wanted to add a second one to the cell 5 years after the original was sold. And when we left, you could tell that the customer was not really interested. We got up to the parking lot and I talked to my leadership that was with me at the time and said, what's going on? He goes, you're gonna lose. I'm like, what do you mean I'm gonna lose? He goes, you're gonna lose. You're going up against Hales, you're gonna lose. And I thought about that for a while and I'm like, that doesn't make any sense to me. Spindle's a spindle. And then I went home and I actually studied Hales, and within 4 or 5 months I was working here, because why would I compete against a company like this? I've been in service most of my life, and why would I compete against somebody that I can't beat?
I mean, that's a testimony all in itself about the company, is it not? I mean, that's incredible. So, how many times have we walked into a shop and seen a machine not running because service hasn't been done to it, right? How much money is a company losing because of that? That's part of what Hales values, right? Is being able to go, not only do we care about you on the front end, but a year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, we're still gonna take care of you because we're third generation, family owned, 40 years, ready to do that. And that's the legacy that you guys have brought here into the Minnesota area. But it's not just Minnesota. What's the rest of your territory?
So we cover North and South Dakota, Nebraska, Iowa, all of Minnesota, and western Wisconsin.
That's fantastic. So we've learned about the history. We've learned about the array of fabulous machines. We now know the service and support. So for all the people who are watching right now, intrigued and curious, that maybe don't already know you, but probably do, because you're pretty famous and been around a long time, how can they find out more about you? What's your website? Do you have socials as well? What would you like to give out to the audience so they can find you?
So we have actually a pretty new website, halesmachinetool.com. We're working on it almost weekly to make sure that it provides everything that our customers need. We have an Instagram account, which is getting started because we're getting new into the social. Our LinkedIn account is getting stronger by the day. And then Charlie and I are regularly on LinkedIn individually promoting all the things that we have.
Absolutely perfect, Doug. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Guys watching, gals watching, this is Hales Machine Tool, 40 years, third generation service and support. You can't ask for more. Give them a buzz, give them a call, and thank you all for watching MTD. I hope you've learned as much today from Doug as I have. Good dude.
All right, thanks.